We need a slogan for the night. Tushi. I need a slogan.
Okay. Well, I can't think of one.
Well, that's the slogan. Well, I can't think of one. Alright. See who we got. I tried to get her to stop right now. No, I didn't do it. I didn't say come over here. But you do feel a whole lot softer and cleaner now, baby.
I'm okay, baby.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Now out of his end zone.
I ain't even gonna be disrespectful.
At the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Play fake, Cousins. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
From the 21, second and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
No, sir.
Brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Ooh.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across
okay, Jay Jettis.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
No, sir.
Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense.
I can't think of one.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Hey, baby.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner,
No, sirs.
Intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the
2
Eagles
picks
are
in a
gonna
row.
take
Let's go.
possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
But first down, Hurts.
Ooh, he jumped it. Nice one, Harrison Smith.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked.
Oh, and he got him. Oh, bet. Bet. I know you can hear me, bet.
Strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there. They'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And
okay.
It's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Goes down.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield.
What the fuck?
There, it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And
Yeah, okay.
past the 35. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Cousins. Flush to his right.
Let's go.
Third interception thrown by Cousins. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space,
that's the first. We'll take it.
There.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Fuck.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back
We got a good game,
And
folks.
I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
All right, Dolph.
When you've thrown this many interceptions, that's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Why did I do that?
Touchdown, Minnesota.
I was there.
Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. 20, 10, 5, touchdown,
let's go.
Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 77 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw, Cousins. And that's caught inside the 30.
Okay.
Touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 27, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They're going to try and throw.
Dang.
Hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision.
This game is over
It
with.
doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. play action. Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second down and 4. Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete.
Come on.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Out of bounds, man.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay.
Charles and I settled in.
All right, dog.
Ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And now the ball.
Oh, my God.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the 1st. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Lets it fly for Thielen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not
needed
before they
that.
work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Down to the 42, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Smith catches left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
For the game, we got 2 plays.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He takes it across
Yes.
for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Flushed out.
Let's go.
Can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Great
The Vikings going to
defense.
use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And incomplete.
Let's go.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now.
Great game,
The head coach,
though.
the offensive coordinator.
Oh, and he quit at the last moment.